Jimmy and Carl weren't the sharpest tools in the shed, but they had big dreams, specifically, dreams of getting rich without working. One day, while watching an old gangster movie, Jimmy had a brilliant idea. "Carl, let's rob a bank," he declared. Carl, munching on a donut, nodded. "Yeah. How hard can it be?" Step 1, disguises. They needed disguises, so they went to a costume shop. Jimmy picked a clown wig, and Carl grabbed a horse mask. "Perfect," Jimmy said, grinning. "No one will ever recognize us." Step 2, the getaway plan. They didn't own a car, so they decided to use Carl's rusty old bicycle. "It's fast and silent," Carl reasoned. Jimmy nodded in approval. Step 3, the heist. At noon, they burst into the First National Bank. Jimmy waved a banana he had spray painted black to look like a gun. "Everybody down. This is a robbery." The bank teller squinted. Is that a banana?" Jimmy panicked. "No. It's a high-tech weapon." Meanwhile, Carl, still wearing the horse mask, struggled to open a bag to collect the money. Instead, he accidentally put the bag over his own head and stumbled into a potted plant. Jimmy, seeing the disaster unfold, turned back to the teller. "Just give us the money, and no one gets hurt?" The teller shrugged. "Sure, but don't you need a bank account?" Jimmy blinked. "Wait, we do." "Of course," the teller said. "How else will we deposit the money after we steal it?" Jimmy scratched his head. "Good point." He turned to Carl. "You got an account here?" Carl pulled the bag off his head. "Nope. I bank across the street." Just then, sirens blared outside. The security guard had pressed the silent alarm. "Run!" Jimmy shouted. The two raced outside and jumped onto Carl's bicycle. But with both of them on it, the chain snapped, and they collapsed onto the sidewalk right in front of the police. The officers stood over them, shaking their heads. "Worst bank robbers ever," one said. Jimmy sighed. "Yeah, but can we at least open an account before we go to jail?" Carl nodded. "We might need bail money." Moral of the story: if you're going to be a criminal, at least read the basic instructions first.